my name is Feifei from an English education program. Today, I would like to share my reflection on what I have learned in the academic reading and writing module throughout this semester. As an education student, academic reading and writing are essential because they not only help me complete university assignment, but also prepare me to become a better teacher in the future. So besides my university study, I also had an opportunity to teach at Living Water Refugee School. These experiences allow me to apply many of the reading and writing skills that I learned in this course and made me realize that academic literacy is not only useful for university assignment, but it's also an essential teaching skills. So now I would like to reflect on my learning journal. During week 1 and 2, we learned about reading strategies or reading skills. Before taking this course, I usually read every page from beginning to end, which was time consuming and sometimes effective. After learning different reading strategies, such as using reading list, skimming objectives, and headings, planning reading time, and taking notes, I realized that effective reading depends on the purpose of reading. This strategy helped me improve the both reading efficiency and the comprehension, especially when prepared for assignments. So next, during week 3 to 4, we focus on academic writing. Another writing has always been one of my stronger English skills because I practice the writing regular while prepared for exam. This lesson helped me understand that academic writing requires more than good grammar. I learned how to analyze exact questions, develop a thesis statement, and organize an academic essay logically. The most valuable lesson for me was learning how to write a clear essay statement because I used to feel uncertain about making my idea focused. Because after the classroom activity and example provided by Miss Lojana, I become much more confident in organizing my essays. During week 5 and 6, we learned on critical review. First, I tend to accept author's idea without questioning them. However, this topic taught me how to evaluate different viewpoints, compare evidence, and support my own argument with reliable sources. This significantly improved both my critical reading and academic reading because I learned to analyze the information more objectively instead of simple summarizing it. So the next in week 7 and 8, we learned how to distinguish factor from opinions. I learned that factor can be verified by objective evidence, where opinions are often expressed through basic language. Before this lesson, I really questioned whether information was supported by evidence. Now I pay more attention to credibility of authors and sources before accepting information. This has helped me become a more critical reader and has also improved the quality of evidence used in my writing. So next for week 9 to 10, we learned how to write a research report. My group complete a research report about how AI tools can improve teacher efficiency. One of the biggest lessons I learned was the importance of using outlines before writing. Instead of writing without a clear plan, I first organized each section using an outline, which made the report much more logical and easier to complete. These experiences also showed me how important plan is in academic writing. So the next, during week 11 to 12, we learned about inference and infographic. This activity, I learned that effective readers do not only understand the literal meaning of the text, but also infer idea by connecting textual evidence with background knowledge. This stressed me critical thinking skills and helped me analyze argument more deeply. The classroom activities also showed me how visual presentation can make information easier to understand and communicate, which is another useful skill for both academic study in future teaching. For nights week 30 and 40, we participate in class activities, especially writing a haiku. Uh, Another, it seemed like the simple activity. It taught me that effective writing depends on choose precise word and expressing idea clear with limited structure. It also encouraged me pay more attention to word choice, text structure, and the author's intended meaning. As a result, I become more thoughtful when reading text and more careful when writing. So the next is beside weekly learning, assignment one was also an important learning experience. My group complete both the critical review and the research report. During the project, we worked together to read academic literature, compare different viewpoints, and decide which evidence was the most reliable. We also discussed the organization of our report and used online to improve its structure. Through this assignment, I developed a stronger teamwork, communication, and critical thinking skills. More importantly, I learned that academic writing is based on analysis evidence instead of simple expressing personal opinions. So look back our the semester, this model, I can clearly see my improvement. My reading has become more purposeful because I know evaluate evidence, distinguish factor from opinion, and make inference instead of reading uh, passively. My writing has also become more organized because I know plan before writing, develop a clear essay statement, and support my idea with reliable evidence. These are valuable skills that I will continue to use throughout my university studies. So that finally, as a future English teacher, I believe that course has prepared me not only to become a better student, but also to become a better educator. The knowledge and skills I learned will help me teach students how to read critically, read effectively, and communicate their idea with confidence. Okay, so thank you very so much for listening.